Hi guys, this is my 29th video, and just I want to start off by thanking anybody who's been watching, leaving messages, and I hope that my videos are insightful and relatable to some of you. As you know, I'm still covering my face, and this is because I don't want this to be held against me. I know that they'll use that against you, and I'm still trying to function in the society, and I do have employment. And although they know that I'm making these videos, I don't want to make it obvious that it's me. So I'm still covering my face. It's not because I'm ashamed or anything, but it's more of use I don't want them to use this against me. Um, so in this video, in a lot of my videos, I've been talking a lot about the V2K and what it's been doing to me. And as of late, there's been a lot more directed energy. There's a lot of vibration at night. I can just assume that's just some kind of radiation. There's a lot of manipulations of my organs. There's a lot of pain points all over my body, specifically on my knees, my groins, my feet, um, and even my mouth. Sometime, I've spitting out some blood coming from my teeth. Um, so there's definitely been a lot more director energy, but today in this video, I want to talk about how they still trying to play off some of the narratives based on anything they can create. So as I keep saying in all my videos, they have a persona they're trying to portray me as. What I mean is they with the intrusive thoughts, with the manipulation of my genitals and with my libido manipulation, they're always doing the degrading way, and that's basically try to make me feel sensations I don't want to, if, see things I don't want to mentally, and I can let I don't want to. You can read between the lines what it is. It's let's just say that I'm not a prude. I'm not sane. But this is disturbing kind of thoughts and intrusive thoughts, and you know they play off of all kind of things in my body to kind of keep going with it, and they try to make it seems like it's a natural state of mind instead of but which is obviously not, but it's also a way to make me even more frustrated because I know it's not. But what they also do, and lately, and I'm making this video based on just recent events, um, they've been trying to kind of paint me as certain thing, as always, but utilizing like very specific things that, very specific moments. As of late, there's one moment, and this is going to be a little bit personal, and I'm just saying that because you can see how they can build somebody's persona, this false persona they try to build in you, this so bear with me because it's going to be very personal to my targeting, but it can also be, this is kind of how they work with your brain and how they kind of try to shape you and how they try to vilify you. For me, this one particularly, and this is probably for now, it's a moment, but what they've done is there's a moment where on Instagram, I was looking at somebody's profile. Now, the person I was looking the profile, and I've been looking at the profile, is the sister of a person I used to date. And this person, I think she was turning 18 or something. So a young person, but she is the sister of somebody I used to have a relationship, some kind of relationship with, and this is like social media, right? And I look at it, and because I haven't seen that person and the sister in a long time, I'm surprised of how wow, because last time I saw them, I saw her, she was a little girl, and now she's about to be 18. And I did go through her profile because me seeing her now and me remember the last time I saw her as a little girl, um, made me, I was, kind of surprised. Like, oh, you see that person all grown up, and you just not all grown up, but older, and you can't believe when you go into the profile and So I did that, but now, and also other things that me in this, and it's gonna be personal, so bear with me. This person I had a relationship with at the time also, let's just say she got her profile became private, or something like that. So now I will go to the sister page to see the girl I used to have a relationship with, and hope that I see, just to catch up on everything. I know it sounds a little weird, but it's nothing. People do that all the time. They go on people's Instagram or Facebook profile. Nothing crazy. But now the narrative they're trying to create now is, and this is girls turning 18, 19, 20, like young. And the now this narrative in my mind has been changed to a point where they're making me nonstop visualize the sister. And this is because of the persona they try to portray me. Now, this is a very minuscule moments of my life. Like, it's, like, and honestly, if this was not something they kept implanting me in, like inserting in my head, I would not remember even the name of the sister. Honestly, it would have not even, I could have, I would not have remembered. But now, as you know, the way they try to torment you is they try to vilify you. And if you're gonna hear a lot of testimonies, you'll see like they try to vilify me, they try to do this, and for me, they try to create this persona that somehow I have a thing for young girls. Like it's something disturbing. Um, and you know, I know myself, right? This is not something that I'm into. Um, and but for them, they're trying to kind of see, show like, you see that, that's proof, right? And this is the type of proof they show. And this is in your mind, and they're like, oh, you see, that was something, and now imagine that. So now it got to the point where now they even create like sensations, emotion every time I think about, you know, the profiles looking at or even dreams where I wake up and I'm like, I have like affection emotions about like it's crazy, implanting emotions, implanting like narrative, false narratives, and it's constant. And it seems like your whole life was based on that moment, and to the point where my affection was based on the person I had a relationship with, not the sister. But now, like that person I had a relationship with, it's not even in my mind at all. It's like it's it's like a side, something on the side. Now it's I'm saying this. I know this is very specific to me, but that's the way they try to vilify. They try to nitpick things and try, and they those little things they just blast into like. And this is all mental game. It's all psychological game. They know you. They know really what They know the real you. So with what they know how to break you, and they know that the frustration of knowing that it's a way to paint you as something that you're not. They know that, every single one of them, but to the point where they have the ability to create emotions to things that you never had emotion for, to people you had never no emotion for, the things the most like nothing to you, didn't do anything to you, but they want to force it. Like right now, if I think of the of me, looking at the profile, I have it becomes like a some I have like sensation of arousal. This is and it's falsified. I know it's falsified, but they have ability to create this sensation in you and in your memories, and it happens like this. This tool, this weapon that plays around with people's sensation brain is just so deep, and it gets worse with time because they can insert more, and then you have to really try harder to remember, if and accept that your memory will never be the same. This storyline they have created for you is going to be something that is going to play around your brain over and over, and your mind is completely hacked. So every time you relax, if you ever think about something, it's just going to go there. I know what I'm saying sounds very personal and sounds very bizarre, but in summary, what I'm trying to say is with the V2K that I'm currently have, it's been only based on some kind of vilification of something. Now they have the persona that they create, and the persona is the degrading persona. It's a persona to make you feel like you're crap. And to create a persona, the most powerful thing they do, the most disgusting thing they do, the most disturbing thing they do is the intrusive thoughts. Inserting things that are so disturbing that will just break, like that could break you just even having that in your mind. It's just something that will never even get close to crossing your mind. Now, that's the first thing, the intrusive thoughts, where it's that's the beginning. They throw in so much crap. It's just so crazy. It's so disgusting. And I keep saying I'm not a saint, I'm not perfect, but this is so disturbing. They play with your like libido. They stimulate your libido on anything they want to, but you can imagine what would be something that break somebody, and they can manage to play with your libido. You've guessed it, it's something disgusting. They play with your genitals. I mean, completely can uh, manipulate it at any point, especially when you're laying down and you're like in a relaxing state, a comfortable state. That's when they can do a lot of the manipulation. And lastly, they try to paint you based on small, minuscule moments. These little moments here, they here, like this your life, right? All the everything. They will erase everything and just pick one little thing here, put it together, try to blast it up, and disregard everything else. And this is all done mentally. Now you have interaction with people in your head. That's the V2K, and it's it, it when I say they, it's like the way that they insert things, and you do hear like the V2K. This for me, there's two portion of the V2K. Is the thought manipulation where you you can interact with something in your mind, and that is like it's not like it's no longer just a voice. It's almost another. It's like your thought, like another, like it's so deep in. And there's also a V2K that's clear to hear, where you feel like it's somebody that's not too far from here who's talking to you. Um, Now with those like interaction in mind, that's when they like insert, and then while it happens, like they go through like memories, they show snippets of it. That's what I mean. Um, so what I'm trying to say here is the verification for me, and I can speak for all other target individuals when it comes to the V2K is they try to find and nitpick things and try to blast it. In a regular world, that it will just like it will be dismissed as the fastest way. It will be such a dismissed thing. But when you become a target individual, when you're targeted and you deal with the tormenting of V2K, they will stretch this thing into something else. You will sleep in that, you will wake up in that, you will be, like there's even like at night, when before I go to bed, that's when they like, you start interacting with the clearer voice of the V2K, like the people you think they live around you, around here, like some of the perps, and they like, it's like an interrogation, like asking you, like, oh, when did you look at the profile? When? What did you feel? I mean, it's nonsensical. Like, can you imagine somebody? And this is an Instagram profile. It's not Instagram, like social media. And imagine this, it's not even like interacting with the person on that profile. It's just looking at the profile. And the way they interrogate, it's like, it's obviously trying to torment you on it and make it like something else. Now, the level of dismissal they have to look into in my life, I know, like I said, I'm not a saint, I'm not perfect. To kind of try to create that persona, it means they have to dismiss so much, so much, so much for me personally. And you know, it's part of it, and that persona that will break you. But we all know, like when I interact with my perps that live with me, it's like, I get it. You know me, like you know me. I know that this is not real. That's the persona you wanted me to try to go with. You're gonna act accordingly, but deep inside, this is something that's like if you weren't inserting him, if I was in a target visual, if I was in, if that thought would those the first of those thought would definitely not be. That's the hardest part, but that moment will not even be. It will be nothing. It will be, but you are trying to create something much larger and create a persona. So now I understand you're gonna act accordingly. You're gonna do your little, gaslighting tactics. Um, I just want to wrap this up and say this. As of late, they've been really trying to create like that little story, that they've been trying to create that narrative. It's, I'm confident that in myself that, this is just something they're trying to paint me as. I mean, it's almost, I don't want to say comical because it is my life. They're trying to change me. They're changing me. They're breaking me. But the way what they're taking and try to create is almost comical. And sometimes I can't help but almost like smile and laugh. Like I'm laughing, but I know it's a serious. What they're trying to do to me is serious, but it's comical still. Um, and it's it's just another way to vilify. All target individuals with V2K are being vilified in a way. Even in the community, they're being vilified. But when it comes to like in-person vilification, that's less impactful to me than what happens to my brain. Right now, if I think of it, my mind can be changed, narratives can be inserted, I can be aroused on like, and it's not even, it's unnatural. It's like added things to it. Um, and it's not according, like my memories right now when I try to think about it, it just goes a certain way, and it's not the original way. Now I understand it's meant to torment me. And but with that being said, I just want to wrap this up to all my target individuals. You know, They will vilify you anyhow, anyway. They will paint you based on like nothing and try to create something. They will disregard everything if it doesn't meet their, if it doesn't align with the persona they want. This is what they do to torment you. They will make you eat, sleep the same thing until like it goes into your brain in a different way. They will recreate a narrative. They will insert all kind of emotions, sensations, vibration, arousal, anything. So every time you think, now that you to the point where you start doubting yourself. To me, I understand. It's annoying, it's frustrating, but you know, just find a way. For me, I listen to my recording. It's a reminder of what they're doing and how they're doing it. Now, I listen to it when I feel like, okay, I'm about to lose it. Not lose it, but I'm about to like go with their narrative. I listen to it and I'm like, okay, that's what they're doing. They're gonna like they're gonna disregard everything else and try to create something out of nothing. Now, before you submit to those narratives, remember what they are. Those people. Before you just remember who they are and what they've done. Remember all the people that have died. Remember the people that are suffering, including you. Remember the most vulnerable people who've been, you know, tormented and targeted. Now imagine these people try to vilify you. That's another thing to use to remember why they're doing it this way. These are people who do horrible, terrible atrocity. They're well organized, they're well funded, and they're there to just break you, torment you, and you're just a subject to them. They might use this persona for them to feel better about what they're doing, but mind you, they do terrible, horrible things. Now, mind know that they will tell a story, they'll create things to just make you look as disgusting as possible. Now, I'm sure nobody's perfect. I'm sure that you've done some dumb things in your life. But remember what they've done. Remember what they do. And remember how they portray themselves. Most of them, they don't look like thugs or killers or like people who torture people. No, they're regular citizens. They appear that way. But they do the most horrible things. So the vilification is not only to vilify you, but it's also to feel justified to do what they do. Because the atrocities that have been ongoing are just so terrible that even thinking the right way about what they've done or what they're part of would break. It's like they're not all psychopaths. I keep saying that. I see they're people who want to take advantage of this technology, and you're a subject, so they find a way to justify what they're doing. And so remember that when they create those vilification, when they tell those narrative and they vilify you, and you find it almost comical, remember that's what they do. I told you this. It's so, but in my mind now, it's constantly that, and in the most perverted way and in the most arousal way. Now, mind you, I'm not perfect. I'm not a saint, but they put it in the add arousal to it. So the memory is like, and and when I can hear them talk, they would like, oh, you're right. Like, it's just It's almost silly, and sometimes I hear them laugh, but because I can see like it could be a joke. But okay, I just want to end it there, and I want to say to all the target individuals, stay strong, stay strong. I'm saying that when knowing that I need to do the same. It's easy to let yourself go on this narrative and just understand that they're, like, and go with it, and then start seeing yourself that in that light. It's easy because they keep pumping in. They call you all kind of names, and like, you obviously know me, and you understand that's not the case. I'm not a saint. I've never said I was a saint. But you can paint me as much as you want. I know me. I know my flaws, and I know my strength, and I know what what really, if my regrets, and like, I know the things. None of that is like, it's not. It doesn't make, like, it's like a falsified person or something. It's like somebody else like inserting me. It doesn't phase me. You can talk about the person I checked on Instagram profile, like, and try to blow that up into whatever. So whatever they try to vilify, whatever they are trying to break you, these people are disgusting people. Not when you see them, not when you interact them. They look like regular citizens. Not when you see them, not when you interact them. They look like regular citizens. But the things they're part of are so disturbing. If this comes to light, if this program, this thing, whatever entity comes to light, it will be remembered as one of the the biggest atrocity in humanity, and they're part of that. And it's a large number, but they're still part of that. So stay strong. Know that justice will be done one way or another. Do not harm yourself. Do not harm others. God bless you guys.